let's do that.
All right.
There's no way we can do non-spoiler for this episode.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to jump into the What If episode 3 spoiler review. What was the title of it? What if?
It's let me check.
What if Mightiest Avenger never happened? Something like that. One.
It's what if the world lost its mightiest heroes.
There you go. Episode 3. What if the world lost their mightiest heroes? So, all right. We all watched it. Okay, here my opinion for episode 3. Yeah. Definitely not as good as the second one. I think. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm starting on the down. Not really. I mean, like it's just what I think. You know?
Yeah, it's just his thoughts.
Yeah. The second one is definitely more enjoyable and better.
No, that was too strong.
Yeah, it was really good, right?
It was strong.
This one, it's kind of, I don't know. It feels. I want to say flat. I don't know. It's like I don't really feel like any kind of like stakes, I guess, or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, pretty much that. It's just pretty, I don't know, pretty average. But I don't know if it's better than the first movie, than the first episode. I think I like the first episode more than episode 3. Yeah. Okay. Well, what about you guys?
Rick, I'll let you go first.
Okay, so actually here, Fred Loves Movies said this episode is such an interesting concept, and yes, I do agree with him because, like, to be honest, like I like the first and second episode, which is technically just Captain America, like the first was it Captain America, the first Avenger movie, but in an episode, and they changed the characters. So and the second one is technically just Guardians of the Galaxy, but again different characters. I know there's many differences, but but if you were to like basically explain it, it's that
basically that.
Yeah, basically. But like in this episode, it doesn't really like based off any movie or anything. It's just more like it's in the same like timeline, but it's not like based off a movie. Like at first I thought, oh, it's gonna like be like Iron Man 2, but something else will happen. But no, it isn't. They kind of link it with like the other Phase 1 movies, like Thor and
basically all the Incredible Hulk and so on.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk. Yeah, so it's like it is the more interesting of the concept, but I didn't find it as enjoyable as the first. Yeah, as entertaining as the first and second one as well. But so that's honestly the only props I can give it to it is that it was the more interesting concept of the 3 episodes. Albert?
I agree. What do you think, Bert?
I agree with everything you said. I think this might be the weakest or my least favorite. At least I won't rewatch this as much as the other 2 probably if I decide to rewatch it. I reviewed the Critic Consensus. They say is that they found that this episode is the weakest out of the 3 due to its less clear what if scenario, which makes sense. I sort of get that. And they say that they praise the darker storyline for the MCU project. And it's the darker storyline is interesting. I do wish some part, and this is going to specific spoiler territory, some parts I wish were like the Hulk when he exploded. They just turned to smoke. I was like, oh, okay. I in my a little bit of myself wish that they actually showed a little bit of gruesomeness in there, because they would be like, oh shit. But it's just like
Disney, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So they turn,
And like I do like the murder mystery aspect of it. Like it's sort of it's interesting, that part. I think it falls in the same line of the first one, where it's just reimagining one movie scenario. Like the second one, people love it because it's exploring Guardians of the Galaxy, but they go completely different with the story, literally.
Yeah.
The first one takes a
small change, and it's like
they take a piece of the story and then they still the same beats. This one, it's sort of pretty much the same beats of pretty of the other film, but they just kill off every character every now and then. and then at the end is where they take a big difference at the very end.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Also, I do really like the voice acting in this film, in this episode. Gotta say, Lake Bell voicing Scarlett Johansson, voicing Black Widow, pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, I mean, so let's go to spoiler. Let's go to spoiler.
We have been.
I know. I mean, like saying about the reveal, about the reveal of the killer.
I kinda guessed it when they show what's his name? Hawkeye died. It's like not Hawkeye. No, when they're
Thor.
explaining. No, what was it? The injection for Iron Man kind of thing.
So when Iron
And
Man
when they
died.
say like
Oh yeah.
it's like something kind of like shoots off kind of thing. Like it's not even injected yet kind of thing. He
It
died
was
before.
injected. It was injected.
No, I don't know.
No,
He
they
says
injected.
something about
Okay.
yeah, like something happened before the injection kind of thing. Yeah, I kind of guessed that. I was like Ant-Man, but he good guy, right? Or probably Ant-Man or Wasp. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I sort of figured it out. It's somewhat related to Ant-Man when Black Widow said it's hope. The key is hope or something like that. I was like, that's definitely hinting at something to do. And the fact that Black Widow says, how can she log in 2 weeks ago when she's dead several years ago? It's like they mentioned Janet as already passing away, I think, in the film. Like, so there's something to do with Hope. Maybe Hope is the villain, but until the very end I didn't realize actually Hope is already dead and then Hank Pym was the villain. Everything.
Yeah, I didn't know who Janet was.
Janet Van Dyne, yeah.
Yeah. No, when we were watching, when they say Hope, I thought we were like Hope, and then the next scene is like Captain Marvel or something with a pager thing. So
Right.
I thought Hope they're referring to Captain Marvel.
Less Hope. I thought of both of those at the same time, but like it's something to do with Hope Van Dyne. I feel like that's something like a hint that Natasha was referring to.
When they mentioned Hope, I was thinking of like Hope Van Dyne, but then I got confused because I think we were also watching with Joe and you or something, and he mentioned like, oh, it's from the TV series. I'm like, no, what?
Oh yeah, Joe mentioned like Hope. It's from the Agent of Shield TV series. I'm like,
I was like,
what?
I was just like, oh, okay, and then I'm like, wait a minute, Hope isn't? Oh, wait a minute.
I don't even know there's a Hope in the Agents of Shield. I've never seen.
Yeah, that's why I was like so confused. Like, what is going on?
Joe, you misled us.
That was rerouted, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like literally, as soon as they revealed the villain was Hank Pym, it totally makes sense that someone small has to be the one who's doing everything. It 100% makes sense. And like, what do you guys think of his motivation for being like that?
But what was his motivation again? Because Hope died, right?
Hope is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in this universe, and she died.
Yeah. That's it, right?
Yeah, and so he's upset. Because literally, Hope is his world. It literally has plain Ant-Man, and like he lost his wife, and then he lost Hope. So like, that's the only thing he has to live for. So he wants revenge, basically. What's your thoughts on that? Does it make sense to you? Do you like that turn?
I mean, it's like the most cookie cutter reason, I guess. I guess, you know. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's logical. It makes sense in a way. Yeah, I like that he's using the yellow jacket suit instead of an Ant-Man suit to show that he's villainy.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also,
what is it?
I wasn't sure if what's it called? Michael Douglas was voicing him, and so at first I was like, "Wow, that whoever that is doing a very good impression of Michael Douglas." And then it's like, "Oh, it's actually Michael Douglas." Because they didn't have him in the opening credits, which is smart. So they didn't hint at anything. No.
Okay.
They had everyone else except for him. So that's like okay. Yeah.
So, Alec, what do you think of the motivation? I guess.
I guess it's pretty standard. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, why? Well, I mean, like it makes sense why he would go mad. He lost everything, and
Yeah,
I did knew like some prefaces. I don't know. I think Albert might be able to confirm it because I remembered like reading, like or not reading or seeing somewhere before. Like, wasn't like Hank Pym like low key kind of evil in the comics? Like,
He not evil, but he's unstable.
yeah, like because I
oh yeah,
remember like
yeah.
he made Ultron in the comics. His he was the Yellow Jacket himself and all that. So like,
Yeah, and they also teased about it in the first Ant-Man that if you use the suit for too long, it mess with your brain chemicals, something like that, your brain
oh yeah.
chemistry. That's how they
Oh,
explain it in the film, at least. But in the comics, yeah, he's unstable. I don't think making Ultron has anything to do with being him unstable. It's just like his creation, sort of like Tony Stark kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
But
it
it's
was
more
that.
of like he has a violent past. He has done physical abuse on Janet.
mm,
Not
Mhm.
yes, on Janet. So yeah.
yeah. Joe said that he hates that Hank Pym is so poorly built up in episode 3. I mean, I kind of almost nowhere with like the
The
most
monologue.
basic reason, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reason that makes sense. It's just a basic one,
All right,
you
that's
know.
fair.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
I
So,
uh I also and talking about that graveyard scene though. Do you guys how quick do you realize that that's not actually Nick Fury?
When he was able to fight against like Ant-Man without,
I I had a feeling at first when he started like dodging it like that one. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
oh,
that doesn't seem right. And when he did the backflip, I'm like, yep, that is Loki. That is
Yeah,
100%
yeah,
Loki. I'm confirmed.
yeah. I was like, okay, this is way too like fast and too strong
I
for Nick
know.
Fury.
No,
Like,
I was
yeah.
just
I mean,
thinking. I
he can
remember
fight, but
telling.
like he's never seen anything. We've never
I
seen
remember.
Nick Fury fight this well.
I remember telling like when we were watching like so, imagine I don't know how old Samuel L. Jackson is, like Samuel L. Jackson doing a front flip.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
there's no way this is Samuel L. Jackson. I
Yeah,
mean,
when
like
he started
Nick
dodging, I
Fury.
was like, this is probably not Nick Fury. You know, he did the backflip. I'm like, that is not Nick Fury.
Yeah, no. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, um, it's literally because we've never seen Nick. Yes, Nick Fury is supposed to be an agent of Shield. Makes sense. The only stuff we've seen him in action is like in Winter Soldier when he's in the car. I guess he can fight and he knows how to dig a hole. I guess that's action sequence.
We know how to dig a hole.
He knows
Dig a
how to dig
hole.
through. He knows how to dig through the ground. And then like we see his younger version in Captain Marvel fighting, but again not really fighting because that's actually Samuel L. Jackson the age at 70 years old. So it's like
yeah,
there's not that much I can do. So when he did the backflip, it's like so doesn't out
out
of
of place
character.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder if Samuel L. Jackson was approached by Marvel and was like, all right, Sam, we want you to reprise the role of Nick Fury. Sure, in one condition. I want him to be badass and do a backflip.
Mm.
Okay, I guess we'll
Sure.
do
We'll find.
that.
They're like, we'll find a way.
By the way.
Alright.
We'll find a way.
Fatwa Movies asks, "What's your opinion on each of the deaths?" So,
I already said my
okay.
thoughts on Bruce Banner.
So let's start from the first one.
Okay.
Iron Man's death. Yeah, Tony's death. Basically getting injected like that.
Mhm.
I remember
Makes
we got
sense.
confused. I remember we got confused. Or like, wait, was that the actual thing they injected with in the previous movie? Oh, I don't know. Because they mentioned what is it, the chemical compound? We're like, oh, we don't know this. So fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, well, he's dead. That was confusing.
Mhm.
I mean,
Uh,
it's a quick death, I guess. Nothing much, nothing special on that one.
like,
And then
Yeah.
who is it? The next death was Thor.
Thor. He got
yeah.
shot.
He got shot. Uh, he got shot.
Which
I don't
I mean,
know.
he's immortal. At that scene, he's
Yeah,
immortal. So
he's immortal.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, we know
fair.
he's
That's
immortal.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't get to see Barton die. He just kind of like dead
Wait,
already.
what happened to him? They explain him in the final scenes of the film. They show each
Yeah,
of
they
them.
did. Yeah, what is it? Yellow Jacket went to his ear and I don't know, probably killed his brain or something. He just like he went
Uh,
into his ear and then get out. That's what happened. This is literally all we saw.
yeah, something like that. So he just
Yeah, I
kind
don't.
of die.
He's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Voice all, yeah.
I'm trying to
Voice was so
remember.
confused.
I'm
I
trying to
was so
remember what
confused.
exactly happened. I'm
That
gonna
is
open
what
it.
happened.
Exactly.
He was just sitting down,
And,
then Yellow Jacket went to his ear. Like,
yeah.
he
Really?
started-
They
That's
don't. They
it?
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't really. They don't show like him fighting or anything of it. He's just sitting down in the cell.
Because
I thought I
he was
thought I thought
already.
he did something inside the ear or something like that.
No,
Well,
it didn't show what he did inside the ear. He just
he
kind of
just kind
went
of
and like.
flew through his head, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through Disney Plus and that find that scene and see.
And then who's next? So after Hawkeye,
Hulk.
Hulk. Hulk death was. It could have been more gore or more, you know, show more. I guess it just kind of looks like a green balloon popping.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a brutal death, but Disney made it not brutal.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. It was random. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean it's also the most logical way to defeat Hulk because Hulk literally cannot die, right? So it's
That's
like
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
it makes sense that they do what's it called? They put the
Expander.
expanding thingy on the heart.
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know about,
I'm watching the scene. I'm watching the scene right now.
Wait,
To
and
be
then
honest,
after
the
that,
weird
after what was it, Rick?
no, the about Hulk's death is
Oh yeah,
the
they
weird
just went in
part
the
is
ear. That's right. Okay.
yeah, weird part about Hulk's death is like, you know how the first when Thor died, it's like, oh, it wasn't me, I didn't fire it, and then they did it again for Hulk, like, oh yeah, no, it wasn't me, I didn't fire it. I was like, wait, it happened twice.
Yeah.
Suspicious. It was like, oh, that happened twice. But yeah, then
Yeah.
next is what, Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Black Widow just
kinda
got beat up.
punched to death. Yeah.
She
And
got conjuring or something. I don't know.
that's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Because at the end, the
Um,
new Avengers is Captain America and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I
So
thought Black Widow was killed by an invisible person, but and then
opinion on Age of the Death, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty mundane, I guess. It's quick death.
It's
except for Hulk.
logical. It's a very logical way for all of them.
the deaths
Yeah.
were pretty logical, but not the most.
They're not trying to go for extravagant what's it name killing, I guess. Just
They're
like
like
quick death, quick efficient death. That's all. That's all.
it's not like Final Destinations kind of death where a guy trips over a hot dog or something and then it's in the blender.
I mean, they had to plan it out where it feels logical, where Hank Pym is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So only Hulk's death was actually the most interesting and
the most creative one as well, I guess.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also find it.
It could have
go
been
ahead.
better if it wasn't Disney-fied.
Disneyfied.
Yeah.
I also find it funny that that's actually like an Edward Norton. That's supposed to be Edward Norton's Hulk, right? Where they actually do Bruce Banner. And now the more I think about it, and I'm gonna show a picture, the character design for him sort of looks like a mix of Edward Norton and Mark Ruffalo. Can
It
you
does.
see? Can't you not see it? Like it sort of looks like a combination of
Yeah,
of
I
those
can
two.
see
Like they
it.
blended
The-
together.
The top half of his head is Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
The bottom half is what is it? I forgot the Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah.
And I like that. I like that they do that. It's
I like that.
literally
I like that.
blended.
Spliced.
And I don't realize this unless they change it up. But
Well.
the timeline of Iron Man 2 takes place around the same time as Incredible Hulk. I thought Incredible Hulk takes place around the same time as Iron Man 1.
I thought, yeah, wait, I think I remembered in the end credits of Incredible Hulk, you did see Tony Stark, and I think that was him after Iron Man.
But
it is.
I guess now it's Iron Man 2, which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, because Iron Man was
Yeah.
first, then Incredible Hulk.
I mean, the release date wise, yeah, but I guess chronological timeline. So it's Iron Man,
but-
Iron Man 2, and then Incredible Hulk, or
Yeah, but
Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2 takes place same time.
Yeah, but at the time, it wasn't that confusing. So if a movie
Mhm.
comes out first, that's the chronological. Now it's like, huh? After the
Fixing
snapping and
everything.
all that, I'm just like,
But yeah.
Mhm.
So anything else you want to add for episode 3?
I think this one might be the best of the voice acting work out of all the episodes.
I genuinely can't tell the difference. I was just like,
I genuinely can't tell the difference either.
I think everyone's on point. I think the the highlight of this is, I mean, obviously reprising the roles of the character is good, but when you have to step in for the shoes of someone, that's a big task. And I really think Lake Bell, who voice, I think I most know her because of Poison Ivy in
Okay. In
in the Harley Quinn
Oh.
show,
yeah.
and she does a really good impression of Black Widow in this one.
Okay. So
So yeah.
I think,
I'm happy that Clark Gregg is back for
Phil Coulson.
Coulson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every now and then they just put him in somewhere. They feel bad for killing him off.
Do you think Phil is gonna ever appear in MCU again?
No,
No.
no
way,
chance, right?
No chance. Yeah. I think final thoughts on episode 3 is so far the weakest one. Yeah. Feels pretty flat. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Interesting concept.
I like that Loki take over the Earth at the end. Logical, makes sense.
Yeah. How about you, Ring? Final thoughts?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that Loki ending. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's interesting. That's all I can do. It's interesting. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Just interesting.
Greg Clark.
Clark Gregg.
No, man. Greg Clark.
Greg Clark.
Why do you have two first names? Greg Clark.
Greg Clark.
But yeah, but I guess we can all agree that the third episode out of the
Might be
3, it's the weakest one
The
Yeah.
weakest
so
one.
far. The weakest one, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like they could push a bit more, I guess, the story. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they
Yeah.
literally took the concept of like the Deadpool kills the Marvel universe or something like that, but they do it in a smaller scale.
No, but here's the thing. When I read the title, I thought they're just going to kind of like quickly kill them off and then see what the world is like without them, kind of thing. Instead of the story revolving around killing them.
Instead of
kind of
murder
thing.
mystery kind of thing.
Yeah, I was actually expecting like what's gonna happen once they die, kind of thing, after they die.
Yeah, technically we got
Yeah.
that answer like only at the last few like minutes.
Yeah. No, I
of
thought the whole
episode.
episode was gonna be about that.
Yeah.
What would the Avengers look like after this one? So obviously, like Captain Marvel, just our own headcanon. Captain Marvel and Captain America is gonna be the first two that's gonna team up.
Mhm.
Who else would
Spider-Man.
logically?
I guess
But that's
yeah,
not gonna be. He's not gonna be introduced so much later.
yeah, till
I mean,
yeah,
like,
till
why
later.
not? You know?
Bro, Ultron would never happen.
Yeah. So I mean, Nick Fury can just like, hey, kid, you want in? And he's like,
From Spider-Man. Yeah.
I don't know, Mister, but I got school. I got...
No, I mean, I'm saying if Ultron never happens, then I don't think they will ever meet Wanda and Pietro.
Yeah. So they won't happen. I think Spider-Man still makes sense.
Still exist. Yeah, in this world.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man will be in
Spider-Man,
the
yeah.
Avenger. It makes sense. 'Cause
Black
again,
Panther will still be a logical addition. Either
Yeah.
way.
Who else is there?
Bucky, the Winter Soldier storyline will most still probably still happen.
Can still go on. Yeah.
Without Black Widow in there.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
So that means Falcon would also be in there.
Falcon. Falcon makes sense.
Yeah.
There will be no Vision.
There will be no Vision.
Mhm.
No Ant-Man.
Iron Man makes so much stuff happen in the world.
No Ant-Man, obviously. No Wasp.
Mhm.
Who else is there? I don't know. I guess that's about it.
I mean, to be honest, that's quite a lot of people still remaining.
That's still quite a lot. Yeah.
Still, Doctor Strange will still be there.
Yeah, Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
Doctor Strange,
There you go.
yeah.
Forgot about him. Doctor Strange.
War Machine, I guess.
War Machine. I don't think War Machine.
No, but
I don't
no.
think
He
War
stole the suit
Oh,
before Tony Stark went to the donut place.
That's
Oh,
true.
did he
That's
now?
true. That's
Okay,
true.
so he could
That's
be a
true.
replacement. Yeah, he's a replacement for.
Yeah, that's true.
makes sense.
But his armor wouldn't be upgraded, I guess.
His armor
Yeah.
will be upgraded by Justin Hammer.
Yeah, I know, right?
the shitty one.
Yeah.
So
you know who else would be in the Avengers?
Who?
Greg Clark.
Oh wow.
he wouldn't have died. Yeah.
We're just gonna make a running joke and calling him Greg Clark from now on.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I guess we should just. So I guess
Yeah, pretty much.
that's pretty much our thought on episode 3. What if Earth Mightiest Hero did?
But that's what the actual title is. Dead. What if Mightiest Heroes dead? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So. All right. I guess we should just wrap it up. I guess.
Before wrap up the show.
Is there any other
Before we wrap up the show, they just recently announced the title for the 4th episode. Have you guys heard about it?
No. What is it?
Let me show it right here. And
So
I wanna...
what if Marvels? What if?
What if?
What if?
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Go on.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm just
What
kidding.
if
I'm just-
Ant-Man get in Thanos' buttocks?
But
This is obviously a joke. Someone made a fan art of this. But can you imagine if they actually did this? Holy shit!
what?
I mean, honestly, I'll be more interested than
What?
any of the
Oh my god!
than anything else. Honestly,
What if that's a quick episode?
it's a quick episode.
Oh, man.
It's a quick episode for sure.
Brilliant. Okay.
Right. So with that, let's wrap it up. I guess. Alec,
leave
go
the
ahead.
picture up. Albert, leave the picture up for comedy purposes. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Alright, Alec, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at Arigadria, or you can find me on Team at Dumbledore's RVs. Right?
Yep.
Go on.
And you guys can find me on on Instagram at KYS27, on Twitch at DiscoMonkey027. That's where we do console play whenever we do it, yeah. And also a Disco Monkey on YouTube where I post what I do on Twitch on YouTube.
Yes.
Put it in the background and have a chuckle here and there. Okay. Albert, go ahead.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JAWiradharma. Wiradharma spelled WIRADHARMA. And then you can find my YouTube channel, Jaw Movies. That's where you find the video version of this podcast show. You want to see all the graphics that we show on screen, all the live chats, everything. Follow us, subscribe in that channel so you can get notifications when we go live every Sunday morning. So yeah, that is for my personal plug. As for the Councilmen, find us on Twitter and Instagram at Councilmen Show. That's where you find all the live tweets where we go live and everything. And when we release polls and everything like that, just follow us there. As well as subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Castbox, wherever you listen to your podcasts. It's The Councilmen. So find us there everywhere. So yeah.
And leave us comments and suggestions, I guess, in any of the thing Albert mentioned. So yeah. Wait, before we go up, what was I? Fat Love Movie says, now I want to see this as an episode in live action.
I saw that. I saw that comment and I was plugging. I was like, God damn.
I'm on the same boat as you, Fat. Who wouldn't want to see that? Yeah. Alright, so yeah. With that, the Councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode.